All right, get me the heck out of here. Before I talk about that and where I'm going, I do want to share something on a more lighthearted note, on a more fun and positive note. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? So I bought this for my trip. This is a portable travel scale. It's quite light. It's handheld. You put it right in your suitcase. It's a little thinner than I thought it would be, and balancing and standing on this definitely takes some getting used to. But I wanted to, well, I had one goal, and my goal is when I came back from this trip after 36 days, I wanted to weigh the same weight that I left at. And hotels usually don't have scales in them, but if they do, they're typically not calibrated, and every hotel scale differs from the other, so it's hard to get some consistency in your weight. So I bought this for my trip, specifically for Punta Cana, and I thought that I would just weigh myself daily. I didn't want to get too crazy with it, didn't want to get too overbearing, overzealous, so I just wanted to weigh myself daily, and I thought if I got a little over where I needed to be, I would just rein it in over the next few days. Simple, right? Well, how many times do you think this scale has left my suitcase? How many times have I used it? You know the answer to this. I have not used it at all. And today marks a little over the halfway point of my trip, and yeah, I am unhappy. I'm unhappy about this. Now, this has nothing to do with this video, I promise you. You might say, James, you're on tilt, you're in a heightened emotional state. Just relax, be objective, be rational, be logical. Trust me, I am. But I just thought it was funny how I had such good intentions with this scale, and I did not even use it, and today I did, and I'm kind of in shock. All right, get me the heck out of here. What am I talking about? Am I leaving Punta Cana? What's going on? I need to talk about this hotel first. I definitely need to get out of this hotel, the Bahia Principe Luxury Ambar. This is one of the better rated hotels in Punta Cana. 5-star, all-inclusive, adults only, has pretty good ratings on TripAdvisor and other travel sites. And initially the price seems okay, but after being here, definitely not worth it. I have not enjoyed my time here at all. And you might say, James, this is a little coincidental. You know, you make a video about being on your deathbed and now you hate the hotel. I mean, again, are you on tilt? Are you feeling okay? Yes, I am. I actually had a chance to really engage this hotel because I did not engage it through a lens, right? Normally, I'm behind the lens a lot where I'm videoing the hotel. I am taking pictures and videos of my food and of the room, but I really actually lived this hotel experience because I did not take out my camera pretty much at all. So in this video, you might say, James, I want to see why the beach is so bad, which it is. I want to see the restaurants you're talking about. I want to see the only pool on property. I did not take my camera out, but I can tell you, I did not enjoy this hotel at all. Now, I will say there are a few things going for this hotel. Very few. Number one, they did remodel the rooms. Now, the rooms are terrible for a couple other reasons, but they did recently remodel the rooms. If you take a look at the pictures online, they are drastically improved from what you see. So that was an added bonus. Also, the restaurants were really good. Probably, maybe the best restaurants I've been to, maybe even better than Secrets. So that was a nice plus. Also, the pillows were great. These pillows are awesome. They have different consistencies. They have different shapes. I definitely slept pretty well with these pillows on that bed. But let me tell you why this place sucks. And I usually don't make videos like this because I typically stay in really nice places. I maybe have a bad hotel experience a few times a year. So first of all, these walls are paper thin. You hear your neighbors to the right, you hear your neighbors to the left. The sliding glass door is paper thin, and because I have a swim-up suite, right? Because I have a swim-up suite, you can see my neighbors right there and really no privacy. Talk about that in a second. And because I have a swim-up suite, and because you can get out there at early in the morning or late at night, you hear basically everyone who's in the pool. The swim-up suite always seems like a great idea. I just want to walk out my door and jump in the pool. You got your neighbors to the right, neighbors to the left. Your room is supposed to be your sanctuary. That's where your privacy is. That's where you kind of have your intimate moments. I don't want to hear my neighbors or open up my door and see my neighbors in the morning. That's just weird. It's a little too communal. If I had to come back to this property, first of all, I don't envision myself doing that. Second of all, it'd probably be to expound on these negative points and to further ridicule the property, which I'm not about. I would definitely not get a swim up suite. Just way too noisy, no privacy, too communal, just terrible. The door has no soundproofing at all. Housekeepers start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you hear their personal conversations. They're loud. It was just a brutal experience. You hear every single door slam in the entire building. Just no solace, no tranquility, no peace, no relaxation, no solitude, just because of all the ambient noise that is around. The Wi-Fi, brutally slow. I'm talking 56K slow, like 1999 slow. And they do that on purpose, so you upgrade to their premium package, which is like $5 a day or something like that. So purposely, intentionally slow internet to make you upgrade to the higher premium, which I don't like. It's the only hotel thus far I've seen do that here in Punta Cana. I just think that's really cheap, especially from a 5-star hotel, especially from a hotel that charges over $200 a night. I mean, $250, maybe $300, depending on when you're gonna book here. So I thought that was just really tacky and really chintzy. Only one pool, okay? Only one pool. And that might seem like a very condescending statement. It may seem like a very privileged statement. I have not been to another Punta Cana property that only had one pool. Can't think of one. And you might say, James, it's adult only. You don't need multiple pools. I mean, I'll introduce you to TRS Turquesa, which had 2. Secrets had 3. Rio Republica had 7. Yeah, so one pool, no bueno. And then you have the beach. The beach was small. It really wasn't very beautiful. It was like more palm trees than it was beach. Lots of seaweed, kind of rocky. It absolutely paled in comparison to like Rio Republica's or Hard Rock's beach. So beach, small, pool, 1, Wi-Fi, brutally slow, and the rooms excessively noisy. And then the swim up suite, which I bought on my own volition. I knew that it probably wouldn't be a private one, but I just expected a little bit more privacy. I won't even mention how hard it was to get housekeeping to come to my room. They actually missed a day, and I had to call and beg them on another day, and I'm talking like normal hours. I never do this type of video. Sometimes you run into a dud. It happens. And when you see as many hotels as I do, you think I run into a lot more duds than I really do. I don't run into too many duds because I typically try to stay at really nice, quality, well-respected establishments. This one was not good. It was not good at all. I would absolutely go to Rio Republica and TRS Turquesa before this one. Absolutely. Also, I did mention this, I think, in a different video. The crowd, it's a little suspect. I hate talking about the crowd because I'm part of the crowd too, so essentially I'm just ripping on myself. We're all here together, but I found the crowd to be a little obnoxious. I found the crowd to be a little rambunctious for this type of establishment. If this is Rio Republica or Hard Rock, I'd say okay, but for a 5-star adult-only property like this, you don't expect the crowd to be a little unruly and a little unsophisticated, which it was a little bit. So, at least according to me, this is my opinion, okay? I just didn't like this hotel. This hotel is a dud. So, I don't recommend coming here. Again, typically don't make these videos, but I think that you could do much, much better than the Bahia Principe Luxury Ambar here in Punta Cana. Now, am I ending the trip? No. I stayed here for 4 nights and I slept a lot. I got a lot of time in the sun. Again, I saw this entire property. I actually saw more of this property by not filming because I wasn't like obsessed and inundated with filming. So I really had a chance to just, like I said, really engage the property and really infiltrate it. I had a ton of relaxation. A lot of time at the pool, a lot of time in bed, a lot of time in the room, a lot of time eating, obviously. Not a lot of time at the gym, obviously. The good news is I'm feeling much better than where I was when I got here. I did not know if I was gonna need to take another 4 days off, another hotel stay off, but I'm back in the action. I got 4 hotels left. 3, my last 3, I'm doing something majestic. All right, I'm doing something very majestic. But before that, I am going to an all-inclusive Marriott property. It's an autograph collection hotel. I'm actually off to Royalton right now, and I'm excited to get this trip back in action.